132 class, online we've been talking about ice machines, and one of the ice machines we've been talking about is the Hoshzaki. So the Hoshzaki is very popular in restaurants and bars because the ice cube displaces the most amount of fluid. So you know what that means. If you got Hoshzaki ice, that means you have less drink inside your cup because of the ice displacing more fluid. So with the sequence of operation on this ice machine, when we flip it to the on position, it's going to start with a 1-minute fill. So it's going to power up the inlet water solenoid for 1 minute. The float switch is going to check to see if the reservoir is full. Once the reservoir is full and the float switch closes, that's going to pass power to the circuit board, and the ice machine is going to start, and it's going to start in the harvest mode. That is with the hot gas valve open. So we're going to send hot gas through the evaporator on startup. They call this a no-load start. So by starting with the hot gas solenoid open, we're just pumping refrigerant straight around to the compressor. Suction pressure is going to be high, head pressure is going to be low, and the amp draw is going to be low. Another benefit of going with a hot gas startup is if there's any residual ice on the evaporator, by starting in the hot gas mode, we're going to free any residual ice that's on there. So when we go to flip the machine in the ice position, the first thing that's going to come on is going to be the inlet water solenoid. So as I flip this on, water's going to start running in, and we're going to start filling up this reservoir here. Once the reservoir is full, like I said, the float switch is going to close. That's going to send a signal to the circuit board, and the ice machine is going to start in the harvest mode. We're going to run the machine, we're going to build up some ice, and then I'm going to show you how to initiate the harvest on here. All right, class, about 30 minutes ago we started up the Hoshzaki ice machine, and by looking at the evaporator now, you can see that the tubing's all white, it's iced up there. So on the Hoshzaki, the float switch is what's going to initiate the harvest. So the float switch has a little gray wire that comes up here on the circuit board, and when we unplug that wire, that's going to initiate the harvest cycle. So when I unplug this wire, the hot gas solenoid is going to be energized, and we're going to see the evaporator go from white to copper. So now we're seeing the hot gas flow through the coil, and it's changing colors from white to copper. Now the ice is dropping down the chute, and the ice is falling down into the bin. So we can see the ice dropping down in here, and this is the harvest cycle for the Hoshzaki. Thank you.